Hello there, my name is Yvonne, and today we're going to see speaking tips for C1 or advanced, and it's going to be part 2, the part that you have to compare 2 pictures out of 3. I always tell my students to be very organized, okay? And remember, the examiner is going to read the question for you. It's going to be printed there, and you will have approximately 1 minute to do so. Okay, and I always tell my students to start with something like this. In front of me, I have 3 pictures in which we can see, So, and that's where you paraphrase the question. And I will be comparing picture number blah and number blah, right? So in the first picture, there are that seem to be, whereas in the second photo, remember, you have to use phrases such as on the one hand, on the other hand, in contrast, however, but, while, whereas, it can be perceived that, it seems, we can see, it looks as though, it looks as if, probably, perhaps, what both pictures have in common, both pictures show. And remember, you can also use conditional sentences and passives and all the things and special vocabulary. Very good. Question number 1 says, what are the dangers on doing these jobs and why do people choose to do jobs like these? So I would say something like this. So in front of me I have 3 pictures in which I can see dangerous jobs, and I will be comparing picture number 2 and number 3. In picture number 2 I can see a group of firefighters, whereas in the third picture I see like some sort of construction workers. In picture number 2 I think there are many dangers being a firefighter. For example, I mean, you can die. I mean, when you go into a fire, you could die. Actually, you're risking your life every single day. However, I believe that they do that because they think they are like doing something for society in a way, right? So they have this sense of achievement. The other one, picture number 3, the construction workers, I think they're right now in that picture, they are in a very high skyscraper, and perhaps they're doing something that is going to bring them a lot of money. Maybe that's why they're risking their lives, because if the rope breaks, I mean, the guy dies immediately. So I think that's why some people do these kind of jobs. Maybe it's also for the adrenaline thing, I don't know. And that's why they do them. Very good. Question number 2 says, why might people choose to shop in one of these places rather than another? And I would say something like this. So in front of me I have 3 pictures in which I can see different shopping experiences or alternatives, and I will be comparing picture number 2 and number 3. In picture number 2 I see some sort of supermarket, whereas in number 3 I see an online shopping, right? Let's see, people like going to the supermarket because of course they like to compare products, they like to touch them and to see what they're really buying. They like to see the physical product and of course the social interaction that happens there. And picture number 3, the online shopping, I think people like to shop online because it's easier, you don't waste time going back and forth to the shop, and you believe that you have more variety of products and you can get better deals. But sometimes actually you're buying like blindfolded because you never see the actual product, and maybe it could be a ripoff. So we have to be careful when buying online.